On this video, I'm going to show you 5 fantastic digital products that you can get into right now. I want to talk about their pros and cons, how easy it is to get into, some of the profits, the money that you can actually make within this. Because like I keep saying, it's all about science, guys. Don't go into something that you think makes money. You got to go into something that you know makes money. Now, I'm going to do a few of these videos because there's loads of different types of digital products. I'm just going to go through 5 different digital products right now, and I'm going to do a whole series of these. So do look out for my videos. But as usual, if you love digital products, you have creating, researching, listing, and designing, and all of that crazy stuff, then please hit the like, subscribe, smash that notification bell, and don't forget to share, guys, because you know what, we've got to share the knowledge. And let's get into this madness. So check this out, my guys. We're here on looking at digital books. Now I'm looking at Etsy, which is a fantastic marketplace for selling digital products, one of the best really, if you didn't know. And I'm looking at digital books right now. Now digital books, look, it's not my favorite and it's not one that I choose to sell. However, I want to give you just some ideas of what you can sell and how to sell it and how much they can make. I mean, look, digital products, they are quite big on a marketplace like Etsy. There's 431,000 results. You know, there is a demand for it. People do want it. People do look for it here. And, you know, there are various things from, for example, here's a bestseller, just to show you an idea. This is a digital download for a book. Passive income using ChatGPT, right? It's in demand, boom. And, you know, things like these ebooks these days are so easy to produce. And ironically, it's talking about passive income with ChatGPT. You could actually create an ebook using ChatGPT very, very quickly and very easily. And actually, I might do a video on this. However, honestly, these days, this is how people are creating the ebooks and selling them on places like Etsy. So definitely look at, you know, this is a simple way to actually do this. Now look at this. This is another bestseller. Again, we're talking about digital products, and ironically, they are selling a book about 250 digital product ideas. Actually, I got some digital product ideas, free ones at the bottom, so do check them out. But look, this is really, really like popular, guys, and they are very simple to produce these days with AI. So definitely worth looking into, and they do sell. So obviously things like making money, ebooks are things that people actually are probably looking for more than most. And there are also various things, various books, you know, how to do things as well. Books like social media marketing, for example, like this like this one, like this one. Yeah, so there's various things, but how much do these things actually make? Because I want to go into the numbers. So let's see how much this one actually makes. I'm going to use EVERBEE, my go-to research tool. You can see the link just there where I can analyze all the products on marketplace like Etsy, so I can see exactly what makes money, because there's no point in guessing, guys. You've got to look at and see what makes money out there, and then obviously go into maybe that niche. So having a look at this, this is a bestseller, but how much does it actually make? I mean, this one makes $4,662, and it's an 11-month-old listing. So, I mean, look, this is clearly telling you that ebooks can make money, obviously, depending on what kind of ebook you're doing, because obviously, depending on the demand. But you can also kind of get ideas. You can also get ideas for demand. And what I like to do is, like I said, I really like to analyze things. So if you're going to go into the digital, I guess, ebook sort of niche, to sell these and create these, you need to make sure that you go into the right category. And so in this case, I've just clicked on listing tags, because on Etsy, obviously the seller has created tags which are keywords relevant to what they're selling. Now, I like to look at these because sometimes these are clues in terms of what are good niches to get into within, let's say, the ebook niche. Now, look, I'm looking at this, and these are the tags that this seller's using, and you can see very clearly that there are specific keywords that are doing very well. So, for example, if you look at this one, ChatGPT ebook. Now, it has a volume of 102. That means 102 people are actually searching on the search bar every single month for this particular keyword. It has a competition of 276. So, you know, not a lot of competition. It has a massive keyword score of 370. So actually, this is a category that they've identified that is a really good one to get into, because it's unsaturated. Hence why the sales are pretty decent. So obviously, if you're going to go into digital books, then make sure that you go into a category that is in demand, that's unsaturated. Okay, so you can see ChatGPT books seem to do very well. Okay, so let's go into the next category, which are digital planners. Now look, digital planners are massive, guys. These are huge. Now, I'll tell you what they're about. They're about really organizing yourself, organizing your life, organizing your meals, organizing your life, your work, organizing your holiday. You know, digital planner is exactly what it says on the box. Planning, digitally planning your life, right? And you know, we can look at some bestsellers. Let's look at a popular one now. Let's have a look at this one just to give you a flavor. Here's a cool one. It's got 800, massive bundle. It's got 100 templates, stickers, it's got a cover, it's got a rainbow theme, it's got 850 planners. And literally these are like absolute massive digital templates where it allows you to, I mean, in this case, they've got a massive bundle. So you can see that you got a planner for wellness, for lifestyle, for fitness, for your finances, to be more productive. I mean, let's just go into the index very quickly and you can see this. Look, it's got trackers, wellness trackers, food trackers, sleep trackers, lifestyle, how you're going to plan your meals, how you're going to plan your days, your travel checklist. I mean, this is a massive all-in-one. Even finances, looking at your debts, looking at your finance trackers. I mean, this is huge. This is massive. I mean, usually they're more broken down into other categories. So if we kind of go down, you can just see some of them are a bit more specific, that tell you what they are, and they usually have it on there. But bundles obviously do very well. Here's, for example, Etsy's pick. It's a meal planner, and this is planning your meals, weekly meal planner, grocery list. Okay, so you can create these. And how they can be created using various software like Microsoft Excel, which you can see or Microsoft or Google Sheets, and you can see the logo in the corner. Sometimes with various other things like CANVA, which is a really good one. So you can use something like CANVA. I'll just show you very quickly. I actually jump onto CANVA, my CANVA, and you can see a link in my description for this. So if I say something like, I don't know, meal planner, since it relates to what we're looking at, you can see if you go into something like this software, this platform, Canva can actually produces templates that you can use. However, you'd obviously need to adapt and change it. So you can see, look, here's a weekly meal planner. Look, there's a prime example. They have templates which you can literally use if you have a subscription to Canva, and do check out my link for that. You have free access to try it out. And look, weekly meal planners, you can actually use this, adapt this, and actually, you know, change it, add to it, and literally once you create this, you can actually sell this on the Etsy marketplace, as a planner. And like I said, so there are various ways of doing this. You can use platform like Canva or things like Google Sheets and create your own. Now it does require a little bit of learning, not massive amount, not a huge amount of skill, but you do need to learn how to use the software like Canva or maybe Google Sheets, or Microsoft Excel, whatever platform you use. You do need to obviously learn the skill of how to do it. But obviously, like I keep saying, and I'll keep saying again and again in all my videos, it's not, we need to find out first of all and verify that this does make money. And obviously I do know that this category, digital planners, is a massive, massive market and is only growing. Look, just typing in digital planners got 575,000 search results. Now, when I say niche down, I mean go into subcategories like meal planners, like fitness trackers, things like that. That's where you probably can do really well. Or big bundles that encompasses many, many different things, mate. Anyways, check this out. Let's have a look at the cash. As usual, we like to see where the money is. Can you make it? And I'll tell you one thing, this is a huge category right here. So let's go and search the entire database. It's going to be ridiculous. Okay, so we're in digital planners now. I mean, look, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it really does make a lot of money. Let me just sort it by monthly revenue, obviously. Okay, look, so look, the numbers are great. Look, 33,000, 29,000, 25,000. And these are monthly revenues, right? 17, 16, 16, 16, 15. And, you know, I like to see also ones that are making money that are quite recent. A 6-month-old listing making 11,707. 4-month-old listing making 8,736. A 3-month-old listing making 8,160. It's always a good sign to see recent listing that are making money quickly. Look, 1-month-old listing, guys, it's making 7,904, right? 7,904. And I'll tell you why this one is doing quite well, because it's a very niche down category within digital planners. So look, this is a 2024 ultimate planner it's ADHD specific, right? So ADHD is a niche within the digital planners that they've actually focused on to sell. And I know that from looking at keywords and so on, this is a really good niche to get into because it's still very unsaturated. And look, this is making money from month one. It's crazy. So this shows you that digital planners, if you get the right niche and you niche down, you're going to do well. So 1 month old listing making 7,906. Absolutely fabuloso, right? Right, let's go to the number 3 category because we looked at planners. Right, next one I'm going to look at is digital coloring books. You know, this one, don't underestimate digital coloring books, you know. This one's brilliant. I mean, look, you know, it's a simple case of producing coloring books using AI, which you can do. Some people do it handmade, but AI is a very simple method of doing it. Check out my playlist on how to produce these. Honestly, they are so simple. And literally what you can do is, there are many categories. You can do adult type of coloring books, mandala type, stress, sort of relieving stress coloring books. Or you could do kids ones where you could do things like teaching them alphabet, letters, and also fun kind of coloring books. And, you know, here's a prime example of that. But yeah, I mean, you know, coloring books are really, coloring pages, coloring books are fantastic. So definitely look into that. And obviously, again, it's about niching down, making sure the category's right, making sure you get the right category to sell in. But yeah, these things can make money. Let's just have a look at the numbers again. And remember, guys, it's with anything, it's about niching down, you know. Don't be worried about going into big categories, because your job as a seller is to find a sub niche that you can get into that's unsaturated, that still makes money. And that's the key to all of this. Now, let's just have a look and see where the money is on coloring books and potentially how much you can make. They're honestly very simple to make. Check out my playlist. They are really straightforward to create digital coloring books. It's one of the easiest, I would say, with regards to skill level. You can create this very simply, something like MIDJOURNEY AI, which I use. So, you know, you got things like, there's a 2-month-old listing making, and this is just simple letters. Look at that, letters making 1,525. This is a 2-month-old listing as well, by the way. So this is the reason why I'm showing you this. But there are various things. Remember, the money in terms of coloring books, I wouldn't say are as much as, say, digital planners. And I think there's much more demand with digital planners. So I've typed in the digital coloring. So if I just type in coloring, or just coloring books or coloring pages. Coloring pages is a good, like, a search term, or coloring books. And then you get into coloring books for kids or coloring book for adults, where you're niching down further. So let's just have a look at this one just very quickly, because it's probably better to search through this term. Okay, so we're into coloring pages. Like this one is a 9-month-old listing making almost $5,000. It's a coloring book for kids. If I click on it now. And what's nice about this one, there's a personalization element. And those of you that I know, I keep talking about personalization, custom, things like that. That's where the money is really. Adding that sort of added sauce, added that flavor to your listings with that personalization really does elevate and make sure that you get that really good passive income. So it's 9-month-old listing making almost $5,000, 4,954. More personalized coloring books. Fantastic. But like I said, go into the coloring book category. Okay, let me go to number 4 on my list. Now, this is a slightly different one. But this is actually going to be an up-and-coming, growing one, I believe. And they are selling AI prompts. Now, AI prompts are, if you like, a string of words that creates a design. And I'll just go back to MIDJOURNEY just to show you this very quickly. So, for example, if I show you this one, you can see here, right at the top, says watercolor, friendly, smiling teddy, baby bear in pink and a white background. So I typed this into MIDJOURNEY, and so what they did was they produced for me 4 different ideas for what I asked for it. And this is basically, you are not selling the design when you actually sell AI prompts. You are not selling the design. I repeat, you are selling the string of words. So what you do is people actually sell the words to create the designs. Okay, I hope that makes sense. And, you know, there are AI prompts for various different kind of softwares or platforms like MIDJOURNEY, like Leonardo AI. So this is obviously MIDJOURNEY that I'm using right now, but I also use other ones, and you can create AI prompts for those too. And, you know, there is a demand for this, and I did a video on it. So do check out my playlist. And look, for example, why would somebody buy AI prompts? Well, here's a good example. Is that these are t-shirt designs, MIDJOURNEY prompts. So these are prompts that create designs similar to these. So what they'll do is they'll sell the string of words, for example, that might sell things like, let's say, dog with a moon background. So they'll have a string of words for that. And they will also show you, like they've done here on the listing, how it could look like, just to give you an idea of how it could look like. So these images are not necessarily exactly what you're going to get, but they'll be similar to what you might produce when you actually do that in MIDJOURNEY, right? Now, if I go to analyze the listing, just to get an idea about how much these things can make, how much maybe this one makes. I mean, this is a 10-month-old listing making 3,513. That's not too bad, is it? Just for selling words. So that is the beauty about AI prompts, is that you don't need to produce any design. It's literally creating just a string of words of the designs that it could produce. Now, okay, so let's get into the money. You know, we need to get into the cash, actually how much these things can make. Okay, let's get into the cash, man. The cash. I mean, look at this. I mean, just a prime example. This is an entire shop access of prompts and future prompts, which is only a month-old listing, making $6,030 per month, guys. It's crazy. It's crazy. But let me just talk to you a little bit about different types of prompts. Now, obviously, there are different platforms to create prompts. Like I said, Leonardo AI, MIDJOURNEY, DALL-E 3. DALL-E is a good one as well. And you know, when I go to something like DALL-E, which is this one, and this one's a DALL-E specific prompts bundle. 3,389. It's only a 1-month-old listing and it's already making nearly 3.5K. 3,389 is fantastic. But this is where you're niching down, guys. This is to do with DALL-E 3. So obviously those of you that have ChatGPT and access to DALL-E 3 can would maybe want to buy this. And these are the designs that is produced using the DALL-E 3 prompts, and obviously gives you an idea of what you can make. Now, what's good about this is that they've obviously gone into, and they've got different smaller bundles within the big bundle, right? Bundles sell very well. Bigger bundles sell very well. Entire access stores sell fantastically well. And look, I mean, this is what's interesting about this is I like to go into the listing tags sometimes. So let me just go into the tags right now. And look, it's a really, really eye-opener. It shows you like the DALL-E 3, for example, here, prompts have a volume of 163 people searching every month with only a competition of 824. It's got a fantastic keyword score. So this is straight away telling me by looking at these keywords that the DALL-E 3 prompts, AI prompts, are a real winner and it's something to get into. So prompts are easy. Prompts is just creating a string of words, but you do need to show examples of what the prompts can produce. So with your listing, you do need to show maybe what the prompts are going to produce, just as an idea, because that's how you really sell the listing. Now, I'm going to go to number 5, which is, I'm going to go to my final one for this one. Don't forget, check out my next videos on other digital product ideas that you could do. But let me go to, I'm looking at things like Clipart. So just to give you an idea of what I'm looking at right now, and do check out my course on how to create, start a Clipart store really. Is that Cliparts are images that you can produce within different categories, and it could be a bundle. For example, here you got 200 PNG rainbow animals and birds, where you can actually create these beautiful things really quickly, again using something like MIDJOURNEY or Leonardo, and I've got like loads of videos on how to create these. And the reason I like to do things like these, where you can produce images really quickly, these clip arts, for example, or maybe tumbler wraps designs, or maybe mug wrap designs, is because they are probably one of the easiest thing to do. Once you understand how to create prompts with MIDJOURNEY or Leonardo, and they are really easy, then it's easy. It's a simple thing to make money from and to produce. Okay, so coming back to this kind of category where we're producing like digital art, clip arts, things like that. So if I just type in, say, for example, clip art, okay, and the beautiful thing about clip art is there are many categories and sub niches that you can get into. And it's just ever growing, ever evolving, you know, from florals to beautiful teddy bear clip arts. And obviously you can add that customization, produce things for Christmas and holiday time. So there's many layers to this that can work. And, you know, what's also interesting is people use clip arts for different things, whether it be for birthday cards, whether it be for mugs, they can actually produce them on mugs, whether it be on tumblers. So, you know, the versatility of clip arts in this case is massive. Hence why there's massive amount of scope to produce things. Now, obviously, I'm not talking about tumblers or mug wraps per se. I'm sort of sticking to the clip art niche at the moment. But it's a massive sort of niche to get into. And like I said, lots and lots of sub niches, which also is fantastic. For example, the beautiful bundle of baby Highland cows with sunflowers, for example. And like I said, these things can make a lot of money. But as usual, let's just see where the money is and how much they can actually make. Now, just to give you an idea, look at this, 1,682,000 results, just typing in Clipart. I could type in PNG again, something similar. But, you know, when I look at the money in this, you know, it's possible to get into this quite quickly and make some good money. That's what I like about it. So let's just let's try and look at the entire database for Cliparts. Again, you know, you got things like mega bundles that are making 12,000, 10,000, entire stores making 8,000, whole shop bundles, which is where the money is really. Whole shop bundles 6,000, entire access 6,000, 1 month old listing. Yeah, so there's many parts to this. Sometimes there are just one images that work. And the beautiful thing about this is that many listings, it's about volume, especially with Cliparts. So I'll give you an idea. For example, we've looked at birth month flowers as a sort of niche to get into. But for example, this birth month flower SVG bundle makes 3,290. And you know, this is a simple bundle in a very specific niche of birth month flowers, which is this line art design. And what I mean about Clipart versatility and how people use it, and this is a prime example of it, you can see with regards to these sort of Cliparts or SVGs, you know, how they can be utilized. When people buy it, they can actually buy it to put it on items and products. And in this case, you can see that someone's used it on their t-shirt, for example, their birth month flower. They just showing you an example of how it could be used with this mock-up. Again, it could be used as wall art, you know, representing the month. And again, all clip arts can be used in that sort of way where you can repurpose it for different products. And that's the beautiful thing about clip arts. However, what's nice also about it is that you're not actually doing this. It's the customer that actually can use it in that way. All you need to do is produce the bundle or the designs, and that's quite simple to do. So you're actually, I always like to go to create things that are simple, especially if you're new to digital products. Start on a kind of easy footing first, and then slowly build up to something that requires more technical skills. And in this case, all you need to do really is to kind of practice, whether it be MIDJOURNEY, Leonardo AI, whatever it is, how to create prompts. And I would suggest that as one of the first things to try to get into, because they do make good money and that you can actually go into various different niches, is maybe going to something like Cliparts. But like I said, guys, I'm going to go into various good digital products, more other videos on this, so do check them out. But as usual, if you did like this video, please hit the like, subscribe, smash that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one.